Hey guys, Derek here from the Bean Coffee Roaster. Today I want to give you a little overview of the Chemex, a little quick demonstration how to make one. It is a pour over and it's this big glass beaker. Chemex is actually the name brand of this kind of vessel. Now there are other companies, but Chemex tends to be the leader and kind of the pioneer of this. The difference of this and a V60, because we did a V60 a couple of videos ago, and it's very, very similar. The diameter of those is a little bit different on both the exit and you can see here that it's a lot bigger than that hole there. But the biggest difference is the filters. So the V60 filter is not the same as the Chemex as far as density is concerned. This paper filter, this one comes as a circle, some come as squares. It doesn't matter as long as you buy the right kind. They're for a Chemex or this type of pour over. The reason why they're thick is because when you use the coarse grind grounds, it allows the water to set longer, which it brews it better, and it's a slower drip. And it also allows you to pull out a lot of the oil. It stays in the filter, and along with some of the body of the coffee with kind of the heaviness of it. So you end up with a really clean cup of coffee with a lot of flavor. So the first thing we're going to do is take this paper filter, leave it as a diamond, the baseball diamond shape. And you're going to see you're going to open it up on one side. You'll have a thin side and a thick side. The thick side goes towards the spout, and then you're going to get that wet like we've been doing in our other posts. We want to get it wet because we do not want the paper to absorb the coffee. We want the coffee to go through the paper, and if it's already wet, then it kind of doesn't have a choice to do that. And the other reason why we want to get it wet first is we want to heat the vessel. We want to take the cold out so when our coffee goes in, it doesn't immediately cool down. And some guys add a little more water to get it hotter. For demonstration purposes, we're not going to do that today. We're just going to show you how to do that. I'm going to dump out my water. Now I already have my grounds ground. And this is Costa Rican Terrazoo. We roasted it here on Charlotte. And this Costa Rican is coarse grind, which is about the thickness or diameter of kosher salt, as they say. It's really easy. And again, I would use a burr grinder if you can, a hand grinder. It's a little bit better than a blade. Blade grinders are difficult for a lot of different reasons. Because they're spinning, they don't always get the grinds even. A burr grinder gets an even grind, and that's what you're looking for, especially in something like this. So I have 27 grams. Now this Chemex here is a 6 cup, and it's normally done at about 40 to 42 grams. Some even do 50 grams. This will hold about 600 to 700 milliliters of water, and for today, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do 27 grams because I know it gives me about 400 milliliters of water and about 2 to 3 cups of coffee. And a cup of coffee, whenever we're doing this, is only 6 ounces. And sometimes it's hard to remember that because most people drink 12 ounces as a normal cup. When you get into I don't say the gourmet, but the personal making of coffee, the smaller you go, the better it is, so to speak, especially when it goes to 6 ounces. And you have a lot more grounds to ratio. It's actually 2 tablespoons for 6 ounces of coffee. And if you try that at home, that's a lot of grounds in 6 ounces, and people don't really realize that. But that's where your flavor comes from of trying to really taste what you're extracting from the bean. So have my grounds in there, and have my water preheated at 205. And again, I use my gooseneck kettle. And what you're going to do is, I'm going to start my timer, and I'm going to get all my grounds wet, and I'm going to go till about 150 milliliters. And right now I can see that it's blooming. And what that means is that the grounds are actually off-gassing, and they're creating this kind of opening up, if you will. And why I want to stir it is because I want to make sure there are no dried clumps of coffee left. I want to make sure everything's super wet. That way I get the most amount of coffee into the water. And as I mix this, that mixture is actually called slurry. So I'm going to let it go for about till 45 seconds, and we're going to keep adding. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of get everything wet again because it kind of flowed back down. As I get all of it wet, I want to go in circles, nice even circles, and continue to keep things the same color. I don't want to let something get darker. I want it to, and it's going to keep blooming. You can see bubbles coming up. It's the type of brewing that's happening. And so right now I'm at 400 grams of water. A gram and a milliliter are the same, in case you're wondering. And that's all there is to it. And the best part about this is it's that quick. So once you get used to making the grounds the way you want them, and you get your pitcher the way you want it. So if you buy a stovetop or a electric kettle, it doesn't go that bad. You can see it's done in about 4 or 5 minutes. This will take about 4 minutes to brew, to go down. And when you're done, you just take the filter out, throw it away, and you have in your vessel already a very clean cup of coffee. Today we use Costa Rican Terrazoo coffee. So while this is brewing down, you can walk away from it. You can go take care of something, get breakfast ready, or tend to something else, and it doesn't hurt anything. Unlike the French press, where it will keep kind of brewing, then once the it's done, it won't go any further. Okay, so checked it. It appears to be about done. You're going to lift it up, and it's kind of dripping a little bit there. That's not really a big deal to me because I can see the water's almost all the way out. All you're going to do is just take your filter and then throw it in the trash. Now, they come with a little lid. You can put the lid on there. The lid does not stay, however. If you just start pouring, it's going to slide out. Have my cup ready, and then I'm going to just pour into the cup. So I'm at 4 minutes right now. I mean, that wasn't a full 40 grams, but I'm at 4 minutes, and I'm done with a cup of coffee. So the video is you're talking 4 or 5 minutes, literally, and I made a great cup of coffee. And you can see that's a great color. There's no oil on top, and it's going to be a great consistency too. Very, very good. So if you get a chance, try a Chemex, give it a shot. Super easy to do. It does take a little bit of practice getting the motion right and kind of getting the grind right, but once you get the hang of it, it may be your go-to, especially if you have dinner guests or something like that. You want to kind of impress them, you can kind of use this to do that. They do make a 3-cup and a 6-cup. The 6-cup is around $50, I think, and the 3 cups are around $30. But yeah, so give it a shot. If you have any questions, comments, let me know, and we'll see if we can't get them figured out together. And if you have any need for beans, let me know that too. Today, like I said, we use Costa Rican. We have Honduras. We have a variety of beans you can try from us. We'd be happy to help you out. So thanks for watching.